What kind of stuff are they giving you the most trouble about in terms of censorship? Nudity or
like
language?
waking up.
Just getting out of bed in the morning?
They just have it in their minds that they want to hire somebody, but they don't want any communication made. You know, they want to like make you into something. I don't know. It's like, I guess it goes into white homes. They're worried about that a lot.
What are they? Yeah, you know, it's funny. Gwen Barrett, our associate producer, or sometime producer, is black. You know, and Carmen Matias is Hispanic.
You have to be colored to be on television. You can't,
yeah, colored.
Yes, you can't be black. You have to have a little colored in there, just a taste.
Tad.
Yeah, just to keep it interesting for America.
Yeah. Well, she said, and we were talking about your humor, that your humor offends white people, and I'm not that easily offended. Like, I'm not coming from a spot where Richard Pryor is going to offend me. I think you have humor that makes us see a lot of the truth and laugh at things we wouldn't normally laugh at. I think that's part of what you're doing. What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America?
Probably stop some racism.
Stop racism?
What's up, everybody? What's up? It's gonna be a little bit different today. Yeah, I know. What's a research stream? All right, so one of the critiques that I hear from the people that are like not my political allies, that may be my political enemies, they say I don't hear the other side out. So I've decided do a little research stream. Now I've actually heard of Boyce Watkins, and that's what this is. I'm researching Boyce Watkins. So when I start talking about this dumbass, because I've seen some opinions that he had, I can be more abreast of the shit. And quite frankly, I don't feel like doing it in my off time where I'm just watching shit and streaming shit and just like enjoying shit for myself. Like shit like this. Okay, here, check it out. So I'm gonna share this in chat. And this is like something that you like if you don't know, and I know I featured him on a video before, but if you don't know who Dark Matter 2525 is, definitely check this video out. It's interesting to say the least. And I was trying to listen to that. I actually got home. Was on the phone talking a little bit. Then I went to go get my dinner. I have to say, guys, I think I've gotten back on my art tip. Yeah, like I know simple shit. But a recent piece of art that I've worked on, and you know, guys, I love my blending. I love my shadow of color and shit like that. And well, if you don't know, this. That's actually, I drew it from a friend of mine. So, like, yeah. I am a motherfucking artist. If you don't know, I'm a motherfucking artist. I can motherfucking draw shit and I can color shit. And so if you don't know that, now the fuck you know. Anyway. We're gonna be doing some color commentary tonight. And I want to be listening to this shit. And I'm gonna stop every once in a while to like interject, obviously. But it's kind of a chill research stream. And yeah. Where's my headphones? Where is my headphones? Woman, where's my headphones? Where is my headphones? I think I'm gonna start doing more of these too. Where like I know the video will be longer than an hour. If you ever catch that I do videos that are generally about an hour or so, that allows me to cut the videos and put them on my PlayStation 4. So if you ever caught that and see that I do that, that's the reason why. But anyway, let's get to this shit. And here, let's do this because of course we are. That's the reason why. I didn't know what I was gonna game tonight, but anyway, I think I'm gonna game. Let's get to this shit. Hold on. Because of course we are. That's the reason why. I didn't know what I was gonna game tonight, but anyway, I think I'm gonna game. Let's get to this shit. Hold on. Because of course we are. So I've updated that. Let's get to watching, get to playing, and all that other good shit. So here. Doing some Elite Dangerous tonight. Anyway, let's see what Boyce Watkins is actually talking about.
JNV Angela Yee, Charlemagne the God.
Am I not hearing shit? Wait. Oh, that's plugged in. Let's see.
We are the Breakfast Club. We got a.
Come on, tell me it's working. Oh, that's plugged in. That's in. It's plugged up. Let's see if it's just me not hearing shit.
Special guest.
Breakfast Club.
Okay.
Morning, everybody. It's D.
But I can't. Why does this fucking happen? All right, that works. Could it be that? Could it be as simple as that? I think it was as simple as that. All right, let's go.
V Angela Yee, Charlemagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Boyce Watkins.
What's happening, brother? How
He's
you doing?
back. Good morning.
Thank you for coming back,
Dr.
Boyce.
Guys. All right, this should actually allow me to play it.
You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Angela Yee, Charlemagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes.
All right, like one of the things that I fucking hate about like this shit right here, like this whole we gonna get this special guest, they are always like filleting these motherfuckers, and you rarely see these people call them out, man. Like, let me turn this shit down. Like, you rarely see these people call these guys out on the stupid shit that they say because they're so happy to have this esteemed guest and shit like that. No, call these people out. Like, don't just sit back and give them like a platform like they know what the fuck they talking about. But I'm a dirty fucking, lefty, but let's go.
Sir.
Dr. Boyce Watkins.
What's happening, brother? How you
He's
doing?
back. Good morning.
Thank you for coming
good
back,
morning.
Dr. Boyce.
I'm glad to be here, man. Thank you for having me.
I love the messaging on your shirt, man. Own or be owned.
Yes.
Expound on that. Well, first, let me tell you.
All right, so this shit right here, oh, why are they so low? That shit right there is just fucking propaganda. Like, really? The world is not a fucking zero-sum game. And, like, for somebody like that to just come out and just be like, oh, yeah, you need to own something or you're going to be owned. Motherfucker, that's not how life works. And if you live
Everybody,
in a
Dr.
world
Boyce is a
where
financial
the way-
advisor if you don't.
If you live in a world where that's the way your life works, that's a sad fucking existence. But yeah, no, cool. This is how this works. All right, this is how we starting off. Let's go.
No, would you consider yourself a financial
A
advisor?
little more than that.
I'm a black man with a purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I see it. And I happen to be a finance professor. Me being black is kind of first and foremost.
There you
Okay, so all right. So this is just like from Jump Street. I'm gonna actually say this. No, it's not. Because if you're a financial advisor, you know you are literally trying to get as much money as you can from your victims, clients, as you possibly can to make your money fat. And in the process, they money get fat, then yeah, it helps. But a lot of these financial advisors that came from the Milton Friedman Chicago school, no, they're just about making their own money. If you're a financial advisor, why the fuck are you rich? Why don't you just help people without being rich about it? But no, it's about you being rich and playing the stock market. That's what it's about. But fucking leftists over here, right? Fucking leftists. But let's go.
go.
Yeah.
Now, own or be owned. What's that mean?
Well, my homeboy Andre Hatchett, who runs Black Men United, he basically made these shirts, and I like it because it's a real simple way of explaining really life. A lot of people are
Life cannot be explained simply by a fucking platitude, by a fucking slogan. That's not what life explained. That's not how you explain life, man. Okay. Fuck. Okay, let's go.
in slavery, and they don't even know they're in slavery. They think slavery is like an on-off switch. Either you're a slave or you're free. But, when you get up every day, if you can't decide what you're going to do that day, then to some extent, somebody's controlling your life. Mm-hmm. So one of the big...
Wait, we live in a society. We live in that society. Oh my God, we live in a society. You are not just free to do what the fuck you want to. I can't go out. Oh, I sound like one of those fucking Lowe's cow. I can't go out and go and slap somebody for saying some shit I don't like. Not without fucking consequences. This is stupid. We all live under let's just say it, a totalitarian rule of society. The rules of society are totals until we change them. And I don't see why people think, oh, well, if you're not your own boss, motherfuckers who are on their own boss still have to answer to somebody. I'm literally trying to be a streamer. I'm trying to be a streamer. And me trying to be a streamer, I can get up, make my own fucking office hours. I can make my own time that I want to start. I'm not beholden to a time schedule to start at 8 o'clock. That's probably why I start late. But I'm not beholden to that time schedule. What I am beholden to is my audience. What I am beholden to is the platforms. And then, say if you get big enough, like a fucking Nazi who is really an incel, and a fucking would hate half his own self, say like a network called Cozy TV. Even he has to answer to somebody. There's an FTC that they have to answer to. Like, these people don't get it. It's always somebody that you're answering to. This whole fucking libertarian, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want bullshit is crap. You will never live out unless you're living somewhere out in a fucking island with you run into nobody. There's still rules you're gonna have to follow. But either own or be owned. That's got to be the dumbest shit that I ever heard.
Big things that we're big on is just finding ways to own things, making ownership an important part of the wealth building conversation.
Right.
Because when you own nothing, then typically somebody owns you, somebody controls you. So that's what it's all about.
Now, what about those who work a job, who work for somebody, and they're like, what do you mean own or be owned? I work for someone. How am I?
Now, this is the shit that kind of like, and I wish this shit was louder, but let's bring it up to about 500. This is the shit that I kind of like. It's
going
the
to
same
own
shit
something
that those red pill motherfuckers be actually it's the shit those red people's own. Like, it's like they start shitting on their audience. The same people that they want to get to think like them, they start shitting on. But maybe he won't shit on them. Maybe, oh shit, that looks like they're about to collide. I don't want to go between those motherfuckers. The heat has got to be fucking horrible. But yeah, no, it's like you literally have to. Oh yeah, no, Dave Ramsey, his ass. Yes, no. Jesus told me I'm not pricing people out. I'm not putting people out. That's not a bad Christian. The market put people out. Yeah, I know Dave Ramsey. Mary Kay exploited 500. Mary Kay exploited 500 others, and you get a pink Cadillac. Yo, no, fuck. Like, this shit, and these are all financial advisors, but they're stupidly rich. Even when they failed sometimes, they found some way to take somebody's money and actually get even more stupidly rich. But let's go.
something.
Well, there's nothing wrong with working for somebody. The question is, are you secure enough? Like, are you in a position where you got, your FU money? Your FU money meaning like if.
What is it? 60% of Americans can't afford a $400 expense? The very system that this motherfucker is promoting, leads to people not having, what does he say, F you money? Why don't you say fuck you money? Why are these people so scared of fucking okay, maybe because it's on the radio. Okay, I give him that. Maybe it's on the radio. And I'm not on the radio, so I can say what the fuck I want. But yeah, no. Even people that quote unquote had good jobs years ago, tradesmen, and people like say, oh, people don't want to learn trades. No, a lot of trade shit has been automated, or thanks to Lowe's and Home Depot. Like, you get people who feel that they are, they're home improving, that they can do it themselves, not knowing that, like, it is killing the trades industry. It is killing the trades industry. But you got to find some way of shaming people. Hey, I remember nothing that the nothing down craze in the 80s that had folks over leveraged in real estate. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, they look, like, these motherfuckers are just like plumbing and electrical. Like, no, and that's the thing. It takes motherfucking professionals. My father was a plumber, and like, this is before the age of Home Depot and shit like that. And yeah, fuck, we need tradesmen. You know what we need tradesmen to really fucking do? Rebuild our fucking crumbling infrastructures in our cities and fucking towns. But no, they don't want to do that. They want to shame people. Oh, you can be your own businessman. Like, look. I long for the day. I long for the fucking day where you can actually get people to where the city would actually employ its own contractors, so you won't have to fucking wait around for these bullshit ass third party companies that charge an arm and a leg, and if they don't charge an arm and a leg, they screw their own employees. But yeah, you're not gonna do HVAC X? Oh no, you have to do HVAC. That's how you prove you're a man, because you can do HVAC.
If your boss says something you don't like, can you say F you, I quit? And you have options, So what I tell people is that
wait, I bet not see this fucker talking about the great resignation. That shit he just said, I bet not see this fucker talking about, well, people don't just want to work, they just quitting their jobs. I bet not see that shit. No. This motherfucker bet not be one of those motherfuckers. Okay. Maybe I'm thinking less of him because I know he say some right wing shit, but no, he better not be one of those motherfuckers. If he okay, let's go.
It's okay to have a job and work for other people, but the question is, what are you doing with that money you get on that job? Is your goal to actually own part of a business, own some real estate, own something that's going to accumulate a value that goes beyond just selling your labor? So
I own a business. You see me doing my business right now. I own a business. I even get up most weeks and do 3 to 4 days a week. I own a business. Like you guys saw. I do art and shit like that. I own a business. I own 2. That don't mean shit if the fucking market is not there. It don't mean shit if people undervalue your work. And guess what? They also undervalue your work. Wage fucking labor. But yeah, no, like I would never want to be a landlord either. I would never want to be a landlord. Oh God. I would give my shit away for free. Like, you need a place to stay, come stay here for free. I will never be a landlord. Oh, thanks. Like I said, Twitch doesn't know if you're watching or who's watching. They just care that a browser is on and the sound is turned on. They never know exactly what's being watched or if somebody's paying attention. All they know is a browser is on. And yeah. It's not like I have an extra phone lying around somewhere that I'm actually watching the stream on watching. But no. Yeah, let's continue with this.
So ultimately, ownership needs to be part of the wealth conversation, because right now we talk about wealth in terms of just how big your paycheck is. And the thing about a job that is confusing for people is that no matter how many years you put into that job, no matter how hard you work, no matter how much sweat you put into that company, that ain't your company.
Gotcha.
You can't pass that to your kids.
Right.
You'll work yourself into a grave, and then they will replace you in a week as if you were never there.
Correct.
So maybe we should actually change our relationship with work. Maybe we should actually have a push for more co-ops, more worker-owned, worker-controlled businesses. Maybe we should actually do that. Oh God. Maybe we should have that relationship with work. Maybe we shouldn't have a relationship where you actually think of work as your own little fiefdom. Maybe we should have that. But no, fuckers like this will never ever go for that shit. They will never ever go. No. You have to have your own business. You need to work. And it's just a piece of that individualism. It's that piece of that whole, no, you need to look out for you and only you and fuck everybody else. Well, not really fuck everybody else, but don't care about everybody else. And if you can't fuck them, well, always do it with consent. Like, the fuck? This is the shit that pisses me off, because they don't fucking care. They just want to feed you their fucking financial books and seminars. They don't care about ownerships. They want you to fucking get off one fucking treadmill to go to the next. Oh, you want to own your business? Well, maybe you should take out this loan. And maybe you not have to pay it back, but maybe you do have to pay it back. Ask people how their PPP loan is going that they have to pay back or pay the taxes for. Ask people that shit. But let's go.
So to some extent, if that's all you do, if that's your whole economic hustle, you're kind of a little bit like an economic babysitter, which is very different from having your own.
Okay. First off, nobody should have to fucking hustle to make it. I'm sorry. If you're working fucking 40 hours a week, you shouldn't have to fucking hustle. We live in a society where that is not fucking required. And let's just go back to it. It's that whole bullshit Protestant worth ethic. Oh, you holy if you work. No, the fuck you not. You just making somebody else money. And that I agree. But, like, motherfuckers' hands like this aren't clean. because the only thing that they're worried about is making money for themselves. And you know how you make money for them? Make money for themselves. They sell you they shit. Oh my God, like that's got to be the most fucking disappointing thing. It's not that they giving free seminars. It's not like they pulling people to the sides like, hey, why don't you get a fund together and just invest in this? Why don't you? No, it's like, no, you need to work. You need to work harder. Save up some extra money so you can lose it in the fucking casino of the fucking stock market. But let's go.
On kids.
Now, let me ask you this. Somebody called for Askey for some advice, and his question was, he's a retired drug dealer. Fortunately for him, he's never gotten into too much trouble, just a couple months here and there in jail. And he wants to start his own business. So for the past 3 years, he got a food truck. Unfortunately, he doesn't really have the money or the time because he's had to work a job at the same time trying to get this food truck off the ground. But he finds himself dumping all this money into it. He has
now. Yeah, man. I look. I think what actually like stopped me from following my father's profession, because you actually, ironically, most plumbers, when they doing big shit, they're not stupid. They actually have to know some science behind the shit, and I'm not very stupid when it comes to math and science and shit like that. But when I was about 8, I actually saw, if you don't know what a snake is or a rod is, God, this sounds so sexual. But if you don't know what a snake is or a rod is, and I'm talking about one of those, small little toilet snakes. I'm talking about the ones that you get to actually rot out sewer pipes in your home. My father was working with my uncle, who also did some other general contractor shit. And when he went to pick me up from school, he had bandages all up and down his hands and his wrists and shit like that. And he told me the rod head came out of the pipe that they were rotting, because my uncle was, immediately not competent like he needed to be. And my father had to catch it's a 3-inch diameter metal rod that was like a whip with his hands, because it was going for my uncle's neck. Now, I'm gonna let you guys think about that shit. A metal flexible rod that's about 3 inches in diameter, that actually had a machine power behind it, was going for my uncle's neck. After I heard shit like that happen, nah, dog, I'm not good. I'm not okay. Because my uncle was almost about to get decapitated. So yeah, no, that's why I didn't do that. And like, to some extent, I may have been wanting to be a carpenter, but like, again, I wouldn't want to be a general carpenter. I just would have wanted to build shit, because I like building shit. But let's go.
a couple of baby moms that he's got to take care of as well. So he's like, every time I turn around, I have to put out money here, money there. What advice would you give somebody like that? They're trying to get on their feet. They've invested their money into something, but
he's going to say, hustle hard or forget your dream. That's what he's going to say. I can almost guarantee it. But maybe I'm wrong.
they also have to work a job in order to finance what it is that they're doing. And he said he doesn't have anybody that can help him, like any investors or family members that are like, here's a check for this, here's some money.
Well, that's a pretty common problem. The first thing I'll say, just starting from the ground level, is that, I don't know if he's a brother or not, but what I tell all the brothers, especially those who did time in the pen, is your number one play is learning entrepreneurship. Every black man.
Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what is entrepreneurship? Please explain to me what entrepreneurship is. Somebody explain that shit to me. Wait, what is entrepreneurship? Can you define that shit? Okay. Before Dad worked at the shipping port plant, he worked at the H&H Robinson plant and he had an accident that caused his that crushed his right arm. No, I bet like that shit is dangerous. But I just want to go back to this. What the fuck is entrepreneurship? Like, okay, I watched Josh Fluke. It's like business management. Like they don't teach you shit. They just tells you like entrepreneurship, owning a business. That's all it teaches you. Like, I don't get it. Like, these fucking buzzwords, these fucking useless ass platitudes are just like, oh no, entrepreneurship. What the fuck does that mean? I'm an entrepreneur, which is a fancy way of saying that I own a business. Does it teach me how to work on my art better? Does it teach me how to interact with chat or do video games or come up with positions and opinions better? No, it's just a fancy word of saying I own a business. And it seems like I'm harsh. I know it seems like I'm harsh that I'm shitting on this, but it's just like, what the fuck is entrepreneurship? Does it teach you how to it's not bookkeeping. You didn't say bookkeeping. You didn't say employee training. You didn't say employee retention. You just said entrepreneurship. What the fuck does that mean? It just means that, oh, well, you own a business. I almost got into a argument with a friend of mine. And when I said, like, why do people say that they're an entrepreneur? Just say what the fuck you do. If you sell shit, sell shit. If you perform, if you create shit, if you a craft, like, it is nothing wrong. It is nothing wrong with being a clerk in a fucking store. It's nothing wrong with that. That is a fucking job that, as we can tell over the last couple of years, is an essential fucking position. It is a essential fucking position. And like Thunder, I get it. He owns a food truck, means that he's a cook. He provides food to people. And if the shit is good, that's great. Like, just saying, like, oh, they're just a cleaner. Like, no, you motherfucking help people actually be like, it's just like, I hate when people denigrate jobs. It's that whole phrase of calling people unskilled workers. Unskilled workers, this is a way of telling of fucking people who pay the unskilled workers of saying, well, I don't want to pay them that much. But they find the jobs that these unskilled workers do to be so beneficial that they get pissed when people don't want to take their jobs for little to no money and deal with bullshit. Rockefeller, and that's the shit that I'm talking about. They want to actually ascribe greatness to shit. No, Rockefeller was a CEO and he owned shit. He may have had some lucky calls, but most of this shit that he got, the reason why he got rich is because of fucking tactics. And a lot of them was just underhanded and dishonest. That's why we have the monopoly rules. Like, yeah. Here, I have a MA in economics, and that is the definition. Like, I get it. And by the way, Joe, if you have an MA, what type of economics? The Freeman School, the Keynesian School, like which one did you subscribe to? I just want to know. Steve Jobs was an entrepreneur, and he just like, it's just like own a business. That's like the shorthand for this shit. And it's fucking crazy because, like, oh my God, because it's still just feeding people a new word of actually saying, no, of course, labor economics, okay. So, oh, yeah, that's right. You did say you went to the Freeman School. Wow. And he fucking hate Keynesian economics, even though Keynesian economics built, and I know people were excluded, built one of the strongest middle class. And I know, even though the strongest middle classes when we had no real competition. I get that, but it's like Keynesian economics was the answer to just unbridled capitalism with a hint of Marxism. But yeah, I can talk about that shit all night. Oh God. Okay, let's go.
Man in America should learn how to start his own business as a key to his economic survival, because black and brown men have the highest unemployment rates in the country. And even if you get the job, you're typically either underemployed.
And this is the shit that I'm talking about. And I don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I don't want for people to think that I am saying that you should not own a business or you shouldn't go to try to create a niche or shit like that. That would be one, hypocritical of me. That would be very hypocritical for me. I am somebody who the niche that I want to actually carve out and create is a space where older black creators such as myself can actually go in and speak about politics, where we can have more voices of people from color, not just like the shields for right-wing people, but like literally just like to normalize hearing black voices on the internet. That's my goal. Whatever politics spectrum that you actually be, that's fine. But my thing is, it's just like to say you shouldn't have to, like, this isn't a perfect world where you don't have to deal with supply chains. Like literally, even if like going back to the example of the guy with the food truck, going back to that example, there are still supply chains that you have to answer for. Like, it's entrepreneurship is not a get out of jail free of not having to listen to somebody. And I get it. Like, I'm somebody that if I had somebody, I would love to be able to stand on this business that I'm doing right now and stand on my 2 feet and say, hey, I want to actually do this. But I'm also somebody who recognizes the contribution of working with others, because if I can turn this into a worker co-op, if I actually had enough people to make this fucking dream a reality of a worker co-op of a major media corporation or minor media corporation, I fucking will. But like, that wouldn't flow with these motherfuckers like that, because it'd be like, oh, you have to do this, you have to do that. No, fuck. I want economic security. Sometimes that's for working with other people. Sometimes that's for working with yourself. And sometimes that's working for other people. But this whole, it's just individualism for economics. And it's stupid. But let's go.
Or you're unhappily employed. You know, meaning you got a job, but you hate your life. And so really a way to change the game point.
But a lot of things, like, will you at least say the reason why a lot of people feel that way is because they're not getting enough money? What has been determined through multiple different fucking studies and polls is that people need to feel like they are making enough money to cover their bills, and they need to feel like they are contributing to their job. That's the shit that makes people happy in fucking work. That's what makes them happy. And for you to actually say that, yo, well, you're not happy unless you have your own shit, it's fucking shaming people. It is literally shaming people, because the first thing, I don't have my own shit, so I'm less of a person. Oh my God, this shit is fucking ridiculous. But let's go.
Point blank is if we just said every black boy is going to learn how to start a business as a rite of passage from before he's the age of 12.
Start a business doing what? Like, fuck. Okay, start a business doing what? Start a business doing what? What is the business going to be? Can you explain to me what the business is going to be? Like, and that's what I don't get. They say start a business doing what? What are these people gonna do? But let's go.
By the way, being a drug dealer is being an entrepreneur. You just got to redirect that energy into something.
Exactly my point. This is the bullshit that I'm talking about. This is why that shit don't work. This is why that shit don't work. And even when you're an entrepreneur as a drug dealer, you still have to answer to people. You have to answer to your suppliers. You have to answer to your customer. This is the shit that I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You say useless ass platitudes, and when somebody can knock that shit off the top of the rail with just a stupid ass comment, you realize how fucking stupid that is. And I'm not looking at it, but like something tells me he had a fucking stupid ass look on his face. Let me see. Let's see that shit one quick.
Passage from before he's the age of 12.
By the way, being a drug dealer is being an entrepreneur. You just got to redirect that energy into something.
He got lost in the fucking lights. Like, oh yeah.
Positive.
Bingo. Exactly. Yeah, find a way to legally trap, right? I mean, as you know, I mean, drug dealing is nothing but entrepreneurship, just in a higher risk, more difficult environment that requires far more intelligence, right?
So if you're a pimp, you're an entrepreneur, you're selling products. Never mind what that product is, but like, here, if you're a hitman for hire, you're an entrepreneur because you're setting your own hours and shit like that. Like, do you hear the absurdity that this motherfucker is going to? Hey, if you're a streamer, no matter how much money you make, you get people and they give you a little bit of money, you're an entrepreneur. Like, this is the shit. This is why entrepreneur means so much and means nothing. It is fucking crazy. But let's continue.
Right. So he's already got everything he needs to be successful. I would also say that when you're talking about raising capital for a business, a lot of people, when they talk about raising capital, they're always thinking about money. Like, I need money, I need money, I need money. Well, most wealth actually is not money. Most wealth is not financial. I know when I started.
Wait. He is not going to say you can build your food truck on fucking wishes and dreams and likes and subscribes. Like, no. Wait, you need to build your supplies cost money. Repairs cost money. What? Oh, wow. That's got to be the stupidest shit. I get it. Clout actually helps. Having a good reputation actually helps. But it doesn't mean shit if you cannot sell the fucking food. Oh my God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. He sounds no different. From these fucking millionaires to say, oh, you need to win, you need to earn this money in order to or you need to invest. Like, this motherfucker sounds no different from those, those ads that you see in between commercials where people's like, yeah, I had this money. I learned how to be rich from a small loan from my parents, which was like $100,000. But I'm rich now. Like, no, fuck. Oh my God. He sounds just as backwards as that fucking I'm a millionaire and I'm gonna earn another million within a year by being poor. Like, the fuck? I'm gonna hustle my way through it. Like, yeah, that's what this shit sounds like.
My business, I didn't have a lot of the money that I needed to do what I needed to do. But what I found was that there was a lot of capital.
Okay, great. When did you start your business? Because I hear this shit a lot of times. Oh, millennials are just lazy. They don't want to work. Oh, these people, they just want to expect this shit to be handed to them. Like, when did you start your business, dog? Did you start your business in a period where people were just giving away money? Where you probably had to deal with racism. I'm not going to take that away from you. Probably had to deal with some racism. But where literally it was, we can just give money to anybody, especially in the 90s. They gave money to anybody. That's why we had the housing crash of the fucking 2008. Because they were just giving away money. They were just flooding money everywhere. Is that when you started your business? Did you get some seed money from just like anywhere? Like, yeah, this shit is crazy, man. And I don't believe why people just eat this shit up. Man, okay, let's go.
It'll be found in relationships. I talk to my friends, give them an IOU.
Joe, that's not wealth, man. That's a dangerous weapon. Let's go.
They come help me out, stuff like that. a lot of sweat equity, meaning the time I put in, things like that. And so
He just did it. Oh my God, he just did. Oh, I'm a sweat equity. It's just hustle culture. It's just hustle culture. Like, wow, okay. He just said hustle culture. Oh, you need to put some time and effort into it. No shit, he's working and he's putting time into it. What the fuck? And don't get me wrong. I am the biggest motherfucking hypocrite. How many times have you guys saw me say, I'm fucking tired, but I'm gonna get on here and stream? That's fucking hustle culture. I know that. It's toxic as shit. But some of the shit I just really enjoy doing. I like gaming and giving my opinion about shit. Hopefully that would actually help my shit to grow and expand. By the way, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button. I had to shield right there. But yeah, no, it's hustle culture. But to say that people aren't successful because they're not hustling enough, that's just the Protestant work effort again. God damn. Okay. All right. Oh, and I'm gonna get some friends to do some shit. Like, fuck. Like, okay. How does that in any way say that, oh, this is gonna help my business? Going back to the example of the young man with the food truck. When you think about it, if your friends are actually selling food in a food truck, there are 3 things that need to happen. 1, if they're working for you, they need to be paid. Because that situation that he's mentioning about, oh, if you're working for somebody else and they're not paying, they're exploiting you, you're exploiting other people. Secondly, they need to know how to cook. I know, wow, shit from a food truck should actually taste good. And third, they need to know how to be healthy because it's fucking food. So the food has to taste good and be safe, and you have to fucking pay these people. But I don't know, maybe that's asking too much. Be an entrepreneur like all these other motherfucking entrepreneurs that fucking, mistreat, abuse, and exploit their employees. But let's go.
So what I would say to him is just know that entrepreneurship is kind of a culture, and it's a little bit like.
I'm sorry, you added too many letters to the word cult. I'm sorry, you added too many letters to the word cult. It's cult, not culture. Cult. Like, get it right. All right, let's go.
Hip hop, right? If I wanted to be a rapper, it's not just about me going in the booth and on that day and learn how to make a good song. I'd have to sort of be around it. You know what I mean? I go to maybe the South Bronx and just
be around sycophants. Like, be a sycophant. Like, do you guys hear this shit? Like, yes, okay. Like, I get it. You have to be in a culture. You have to know what the fuck you doing. That is a given. And there are certain jobs that you can't learn on the job. I get it. But how does being an entrepreneur, saying that I'm an entrepreneur, be anywhere equal to being a rapper? Like, he just proved my point. Because all this said is, like, I'm gonna give myself a fancy title, but I'm gonna actually have to do this other work behind the scenes. Like, oh my God, like, this is the shit that I made. God, okay, let's go.
Be part of the culture, and eventually it will sink into my subconscious and become part of who I am. Or like,
no, that's not how it works. There are people who have been around rap or supposedly been around rap for a while, and this is not even synced into their culture. So they like, one of my favorite Lowe's cows to watch being dunked on, G-Man thinks that he's a rapper and he can't rap on beat at all, but he's been around the rap culture. He no, it's not. Nah, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. Thens. That's not a things. Oh God, let's go.
Like being a great basketball player where you just make moves and you don't even think about it. Entrepreneurship is similar, right? So if I was trying to really.
No, it's not. Oh my God. You train for basketball. You train for the shit. That's why practice is so important. I don't see why they calling out some of his dumb fuckery, but like, dude, like, let me in on this bullshit. Like, this is like, I don't understand why. I no wonder why people they were so nice to him, because this shit goes unchallenged. They push back on a little bit, like, oh yeah, being a drug dealer is an entrepreneur too, but this shit goes unchallenged. These are useless fucking platitudes. If you're a financial advisor, tell me how I can get funding. Tell me where I can go to get fucking funding to actually support my business. Help me out with actually filling out the application, writing a fucking perspective, writing a fucking brief, writing a fucking plan. Don't just give me useless ass platitudes to say, oh, you need to do this. And once you do this, it's the magical key to getting getting the shit that you deserve. That's not how that works. God. But let's continue.
Really become a good entrepreneur, and I was sort of in a spot like him. I would start reading everything I could about entrepreneurship. I would, hang out with people who are like-minded entrepreneurs.
So be a sycophant and hope they can give you money. Like, that's all that I hear. Like, what do you read? Notice he didn't say reading business management, reading the specific fields that I'm trying to excel in. No, reading a book on entrepreneurship. That's like going to a doctor's like, hey, I don't feel good. Be well. Like, that's what this shit reminds me of. It is so fucking nebulous that it means nothing. But let's go.
I would listen to podcasts on entrepreneurship and just obsess myself with it, because really that was the moment I became free, was when I learned how to have a business. And so for so many of these men that are out here that are kind of stressed out,
like, what part of the business did you learn from these people? What do you read books by Rockefeller, Ford, and Carnegie? Oh, you got to start reading some other books too, by like, Jobs and Bezos and Musk and all these other good shit that tells you grow up in a wealthy family or moderately wealthy family that you can get away with doing bullshit and failing. Like, yeah. And of course, Milton Friedman, of course.
And struggling. I think that becoming entrepreneurs, if we put as much effort into becoming entrepreneurs as we put into becoming great basketball players, great football players, and great rappers, we would literally flip the game over in one generation.
Oh, absolutely.
But notice that he actually just said something. Not entrepreneurs. They are literally people who have practiced a skill, who have actually went into, making where they, learned a skill set, not just say I'm a business owner. How many fucking rappers, and like, you guys can call me out on this, are really entrepreneurs or that succeeded for selling shit? They are a fucking promo. They're not entrepreneurs. They're fucking promo. And most of them don't make the decisions for the companies that they made millions of dollars for. You think Michael Jordan made millions, got a richer he did by actually being the CEO of the companies that made him the money? No, he was a spokesperson. And yes, when you have so much clout, people like your style. And so they say, well, this person got clout, so let me actually copy their style. It's sycophantry, or is that a word or something like that? But it's basically people that want to mimic you versus you actually being someone who is a trendsetter. Like, ask Kanye about his clothing line. Ask Jay-Z about Tidal. These people who think that they can actually just be entrepreneurs because I made a lot of money here. Like, no, that's not how this shit works. I had to repress my laughing when Milton Friedman did apologetics for anti-Semitism. The same way Dave Rubin has to do apologetics for Ben Shapiro's homophobia. Yeah. Dr. Dre, like, no, and that's the thing with the whole Beats thing. He was just a spokesperson that, oh yeah, he made beats. He may have given some input on how the fucking headphones should have sound, but he wasn't in a motherfucking lab determining and directing the fucking engineers of how to put the fucking headphones together. No, he wasn't. He was just a marketing arm of it. It was a way for people to sell shit to you. It's like, oh, if you get these headphones, you'll be like Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre didn't come up with shit. The engineers came up with something. When he heard the sound, he's like, oh yeah, that's it. When they actually was able to amplify the digital, oh yeah, that's it. He didn't come up with shit. They were fucking like, I get it. I get it. When you, damn, 159 jumps. All right, let's go. God, this is taking too long. Oh God, I haven't even done. Oh God, okay. All right. This is a research stream. I never said I was gonna finish a video. All right. I actually here. I would do that in my spare time. Thank you. If you do, you have the link so I can save it, or here? Let me see. Let me see. No, I actually didn't do no power lift today. I just did some lifts. Oh, it came up. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
I mix what I like.
I'm gonna look into that one. All right, this is. I want to look at the colonialism of it, because that is part of it. That is definitely part of it. Let's see. Save it to watch later. I did not do that, did I? Yeah, I did do it, but okay, never mind. Let's go.
Absolutely, but you know, young black kids, the only reason we gravitate towards those things is because those are the people who look like us that are successful.
Right.
So usually it's in entertainment or in athletics or something like that.
Well, you know what? If you read books like Powernomics with Dr. Claude Anderson,
Yep.
he says that we should own those industries. Like that we should.
Wait. What? Wait. Wait. What? I'm sorry. Wait. Entertainment industry. There is a reason why we don't own those industry. And yeah, you can say racism and all that other good bullshit, but that's because fucking the hyper merger, the monopolies that almost only 5 companies own the monopolies of entertainment in Hollywood. And before people start raising the JQ, it has nothing to do with the JQ, because Disney was very anti-Semitic. But it's literally because people want fucking monopolies. And when it comes down to it, they don't want to deal with having smaller companies where it's competition. Okay, I'm just basketball. There are literally owners, and yes, I get it. Some teams can, some people can actually pull their money together and buy out owners. They actually should. For who was that team that they just found out was just like the owner was just trash and was like racist and sexist and all that other good bullshit. Fuck, is it Houston? Is it Houston? Because I think Houston was supposed to be a contender for the playoff this year. They just did something, and Barkley actually brought something up about it. when they was like, yeah, when would the NBA do something about how fucking bad this owner is? Yeah, of course you can get people that will fucking can band together and actually help support each other and buy a team so it can be player owned instead of just part of the boys club. But it's too much egos that actually getting away with shit like that versus saying like, yo, how about fuck the players association can actually own a team. Imagine that shit. Imagine for each major league that we have, the players association actually owns a team. That's who the team would actually fucking who the team would actually be owned by. Wouldn't that be a fucking awesome team? Like, and not in a way where it's just like, not in a way where it will be like, oh yeah, they'll just have the best players. Like, no. The players would actually be able to sit on the board and make the decisions of the owners. But a lot of these cats, they don't want that. When this motherfucker say that, they don't want to be able to make the situation better for others. They want to be the motherfucking king shit. And as Fred Hampton actually said, you can't beat white capitalism with black capitalism. You beat it with socialism. But let's go.
To control those industries, but to really become the boss, you have to enter the game thinking like a boss.
And see, that's the thing. That's what it's all about. It's not about making it better for everybody else. It's about you running king shit mountain over your shit. That's what this shit is about. Man, God. Oh my God. It's that fucking story where people are sitting together and they're trying to get motherfucking the food. They're sitting in hell and they're trying to get the food, and they're using these long spoons to get the fucking food out from the center. And when they try to bring it to their mouths, they can't, because, you know, it's hell and that's the torture. Until one person figures out, okay, my spoon may be too long for me to eat the soup once I get it, but it's long enough for me to give it to my neighbor over here. And theirs is long enough to give it to me. But people don't think that way. And this is a prime example of what I'm talking about. It's about, yo, I gotta be the boss. Fuck that, man. I'd rather share in the success and the failures of other motherfuckers if it means that we can share in fixing shit, or we can share in building shit. I don't need to be the HNIC. But let's go.
Boss. You know, every economic system is like a building where you got some people that come through the basement and try to climb up, and then you might have some people that take a helicopter.
No, and that's the fucked up part about it. That's the fuck. Oh my God. He doesn't get it. We make up these systems. We make up these systems. We make up a system where it has to be like that. But it doesn't. It doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be such a strict hierarchy. But fuckers like this want it to be because they must have something wrong with themselves. They feel that I have to be a boss. I have to be in charge. If I'm not in charge, somebody's telling me what to do. And I don't want to, you can't tell me what to do. Oh my God. Let's go.
Helicopter and land on the roof. And they start at the top. So your thinking has to sort of start at the top. Like, for example, if I want to be a hairstylist or I want to go into the entertainment industry, I can go into the entertainment industry thinking, or become a hairstylist and say, okay, I want to do hair and I want to.
Why'd you say hairstylist?
Because my daughter's a hairstylist.
Okay.
All right, sure. Let's go. Bald motherfucker.
And here's
like, you bald.
No. Here's the thing.
You can do hair. You can be bald and do hair.
I do not do hair. I know nothing about hair. I don't even have any hair.
So you've never done anyone's hair?
Yeah, I've never done anybody's hair. No.
Wait, what's wrong with doing people's hair? Like, I have a daughter, and it's been times where I had to do her hair. Like, the fuck? What is wrong with that? And it actually turned out decent. Like, I don't know. It's just like, it's a skill that I had to learn. It wasn't it wasn't a. And yes, if you remember this reference, it was better than that LL Cool J commercial where he's drinking a Coke and he like drinking the Coke and he did his daughter hair and it was standing up on end. It was better than that. Not much better, but I learned. But let's go.
Well, let's not get that rumor started. We will not. But my daughter.
Wait, what's so fucking wrong with that? Wait. I know how to. I knew how to put my own hair in braids and shit. Like, because like I was self-sufficient. Oh my god. Okay.
Daughter's like a genius at doing hair, and so our conversation about hair was like, I think for her it was like, well, my dad's a college professor and I don't know how people are going to feel about me being a hairstylist. I said, you're right sitting on a pot of gold. Like, that's where the money's at. Mm-hmm. You know, black women.
This is a shit that I'm talking about. You are, and I know it may seem like I'm trading one glorified description for another, but you're a fucking artist. You are literally doing somebody's hair in your own creative way, or the expression of how they want to do it in their creative way. And yeah, you can probably accuse me of some kind of way of replacing artists with replacing entrepreneur with artists. But I feel like self-expression is a fucking thing. Now I can tie shit to like this nebulous concept of artists. I can, because it's self-expression, and I really feel that more people should express themselves, and should be okay with expressing themselves. But like how does it feel where your daughter, who unarguably he seems to care about, I'm not gonna say he doesn't, felt that if she was a hairstylist, she was disappointing her father? Like, come on. I've heard him do that. I've heard he actually done this, but like, he's not gonna do this. Okay, let's see what he says.
Women are spending like crazy amounts of money on hair.
The hair industry is huge for us.
Yes, yeah. I mean, a lot of women will go homeless.
I mean, like, first, a lot of people spending money on the sex industry. Are you gonna promote that shit? Okay, but I think I started to hear some shit that kind of worried me. Okay, here we go.
About some money
the
on
hair industry is huge for us.
Yes, yeah. I mean, a lot of women will go homeless and be broke before they go without getting their hair done.
And he was making fun of my.
What? Wait, what? Wait, fuck, what? Wait. Wow. Fuck. Oh my god. Now I understand that I want to look at least halfway presentable. Like, I want to go outside the house looking clean, like not looking clean, but just like looking like I don't have stains on my shit. I want to actually be that person that like looking like I bathe at least once a day. And so I don't have the same, I need to peacock in order to make myself feel good. I don't have that same kind of thing. But I rarely think that there are women who would go homeless or be completely broke in order to get their hair done. Like, wow. Oh, wow. Edges are greater than house of fams. Yeah, like, for real. Like, you need to get those edges in control. Fuck having a roof over your head. You need to get those edges in control. Wow, this is dangerous. Okay. Shit. Okay, let's go.
I hear just this morning because I tried something different.
Oh, no.
No, I literally seen a homeless woman with a lace front.
Oh, wow.
And that bug.
I can't. What the fuck? And no, someone else. I do it because I have a thing. I really have a thing. If I talk about you on my channel, no matter how big or how small you are, if I talk about you on my channel, I actually do put it in there. That's just my thing. I welcome anybody that I criticize on my channel to come and talk to me. I know people like that never will, and I'm fine with that. And if they do, I'm fine with that as well. But that's why I do this shit. I mean, like, I'm not hiding the fact that I'm talking about people. I try to make the criticism not on their personal actually appearance, but on the stupid shit they say. So I don't have a problem with it. But yeah, wow, like Joe called it. Wow, okay. And then Charlamagne ain't no better. Like, yeah, I saw a woman with a lace front and this homeless. How the fuck do you know she's homeless, man? Fuck. This is just disparaging against fucking black women, and it's just like, really? Really? You think women are so fucking caught up in their own beauty and appearance that they will go without shelter and food just to make sure they hair look good? How fucking shallow do you think women are? All right, let's go.
Bug me up.
That's deep. That's really deep.
No, I wanted to ask you about life insurance.
Yes.
I know a lot of us don't have life insurance, and if we do, it's not enough to really cover anything. Can you talk about the benefits of having life insurance and how much it's some?
Now, this is something that I will say is always fucking true. You should definitely have life insurance, and I don't care how healthy you think you are. I don't care, like, you should at least have a plan for, leaving what you have to the people that are left behind. I don't care. I don't fucking care if you think, oh, if I write a will then I'm gonna die next week. No, fuck, no. At least share with some things that you want to do. And I get it. It's fucking terrifying to think about mortality. Most of us doesn't want to think that way. Some of us are scared of it, but we still know it's gonna happen. Life insurance is a thing, and if you get some from your job, make sure you select to get that, even though in a lot of jobs they try to fucking take that life insurance. But at least do that, because the people that you leave behind, that needs to get rid of your rotting, decaying monkey carcass, needs to do something with it. So yeah, I will say that. I will agree to that. But don't tell the wrong person that you got life insurance. I'm just saying, don't tell the wrong person. You may be more valuable dead to them than alive. And remember, they still haven't found Stacey Peterson yet. But anyway, let's go.
Somebody have per kid if they have a couple of kids, say 2 kids or something like that.
Let me say this. Simmons College at HBCU in Kentucky, they just opened up an economics center. My name, the Boyce Watkins Economic Empowerment.
Congratulations.
There you go. Thank you.
I'm just bragging on the fact that I gave money to these motherfuckers to open up in my like. Oh yeah, no, it wasn't because of your expertise and prowess of being a financial financial advisors. No, you gave money to them. You donated money, then dedicated the wing. Like, don't start, motherfucker. No, don't start. Don't start like what? Like, oh my god. Okay. Fuck. Okay, let's. Oh god. Okay, let's just go.
Thank you.
For that, damn.
Thank you. And one thing I told them is that I said I will not allow anybody to take a class from me unless you have life insurance. If you have children and you do not have life insurance, I would have to say that you don't care much about your kids,
right?
Because
okay, now this is this is actually something that is, let's just say it, very fucking classist, because there are people who can't afford the life insurance. I have life insurance through my job. I do have, and I paid a little extra to actually get a little bit more extra, but that's because it's a benefit from jobs. And rule number 350 fucking 5 of why it's bad to shit on people who work for people. Some jobs offer great fucking benefits. Okay, so if you don't know what GA is talking about, somebody in the community that we follow, Revelation News, Jason Egroff, he had life insurance that would have taken care of him for the rest of his life. He had $700,000, but he met Cherubal, the real life Cherubal, and she sucked his money dry. Okay, let's go.
Life insurance doesn't cost more than it costs to go to McDonald's or go to the movies or buy a pair of sneakers or whatever.
That's a fact.
But a lot.
Oh, wait. This is true. You know what I heard some shit like that from before? Hey, with this tax break you're getting for the 2017 taxes, you can have enough money to buy yourself a Sam's Club membership. Like, I get it. You want to actually shit on people who are poor and that spend their money unwisely on shit. But motherfucker, that trip to the movies can be the difference of feeling like you have a reward in your life. That fucking McDonald's burger can be the only meal that you fucking ate. Don't shit on people. Hire them and then give them benefits. I just okay. Okay.
A lot of people will do those other things before they get the life insurance to protect their children. You hear about so many people that die and their relatives are dealing with the stress of the death, but they're also dealing with the humiliation of having to go, open a GoFundMe page or beg the church to get the money for the burial.
Yeah. Wait. Stop. First of all, your fucking Christ told you to take care of the fucking poor. He even said the poor will always be with us, so take care of them. Don't fucking use the excuse that, they shouldn't come running to the church. That's the reason why the church is there, you dumb fuck. Don't. That is the reason why the church is together. The believers, remember in Acts when they said the believers pulled together and took care of each other? Don't. And secondly, if people actually had more money to their wages, if wages would have kept up with inflation, motherfucker, we wouldn't have GoFundMe's. So don't tell me about your failing system and how people are failing in the system that you're created to make more motherfuckers fail. Don't. No, I actually pay more in taxes too. Like you're failing in the system that we created specifically to make more people fail, and it's your fault. The fuck out of here. Let's go.
Yeah. So everybody should have life insurance. Point
Even
blank.
if you don't have kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even if you don't have kids, because when you die, somebody's got to pay to bury you. Mm-hmm. And really that even goes deeper into the discussion about just making sure you have your arrangements, in place, so that, because if you don't, what'll happen is everything that you have, anything you leave for anybody is going to get caught up in probate. Uncle Sam's going to take a big chunk of it. And so a lot of
you not using it anymore. Oh my God. Oh, you're going to get a death tax. Like, no, it's just called an estate tax. It's an estate tax. People have been paying an estate tax since taxes was a thing. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God. We should get rid of the estate tax. What's the estate tax? Well, if I have 20 million, my children get taxed on some of it. On what? They get taxed 50% on every dollar over 20 million. So they get 20 million. And then they start getting taxed on it. Oh my God. I know it's you have to be just super rich to pay it. You have to be very rich to pay it. There's an estate tax. Let's see what the estate tax rate for federal. Let's see. I could be wrong on it, but I thought they changed it. All right, so here it goes. The estate tax is a tax on a person's assets after death. In 2021, the federal estate tax generally applies to assets over 11 million. So I was wrong. It was over 11.7 million. And it rises to 12.06 million. Yeah, you have to be extremely wealthy to pay it. You have to be extremely wealthy to pay it. Yeah, sure. That's how that shit works. Yeah, it's very.
Sometimes you hear about even
very
Prince. I
hard
think
to get hit with the estate tax because it's the death tax. You're taxed because you're dead. No, the fuck you're not. You taxed because money changed hands. Uncle Sam wants some of that sweet, sweet money. And most of the ones that it was affecting was these rich fucking failed sons and daughters that just thought like, oh, when daddy dies, I can get some money.
Prince died. I don't know if Prince had a will. That's why.
Yeah, that's what it was. He didn't have a will.
He didn't have a will.
And that's messy. That creates chaos. So really,
Should
the
we
basic.
have a will?
That's wait. That's not. In other words, your family fought over your money. That's what he's really trying to say. Your family fought over your money. Yeah. The Mercers. Like, oh God. We're fucking when Murdoch dies, boy, his family gonna come out. Yeah, his family's gonna come out with fucking knife wounds and shit like that. Like, oh God. His family gonna come out with knife wounds and shit like that. Wow, that's gonna be interesting. But you know what? To be honest with you, when Murdoch's the Sattlers, when Murdoch's family, like Murdoch's sons and his daughter, I believe, are trying to distance themselves from the reputation of Fox News. I mean, like, they like the money, but they're trying to distance themselves from their reputation because they fucking hate that shit. Oh God. Okay. Wow, trying to get to the center of the universe is fucking hard, but let's go.
Will now?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Like, I should have a will?
Yes.
I haven't never thought about that.
Absolutely.
Healthcare
proxy and all that. You know, the reason I asked that is I had a neighbor who passed away, and when he died, he left his family $30 million from life insurance. And I was like, holy cow. So I called the life insurance policy because I wanted to know how much. I have a life insurance policy, but it ain't 30 million. But, you know.
Something tells me your neighbor wasn't exactly a street level fucking dealer. Like, yeah, that's a lot of money. And either he had a very expensive policy or somebody had a policy on his ass. You don't just have $30 million just to be okay. I just can't. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay. I think like some of this shit is for people that don't know about how to fucking businesses work. Like, this shit is crazy. Like, you know that there are people who really understand how businesses work. To have a $30 million life insurance policy, you ain't just like working in a fucking factory job. You not. That is not something that's happening. But yeah, sure. Let's go.
I called and just to see the numbers and how much it was. And I thought about it and I said, if I can spend money on this and spend money on that, why shouldn't I make sure my kids' future is well? So I did put up, I hope my wife and kids don't kill me now, but I did increase it to make sure that they were good when I pass away. And I feel like a lot of.
Wait, I'm sorry. I like, maybe this is just my fucking peon brain with this, but I'm glad I've actually taught my daughter the value of having a goal to accomplish, other than just like, oh, I'm just gonna wait till such and such daddy or mommy dies so I can actually, live off of their fucking decaying corpse. Oh God, that just sounds fucking creepy. A goal, a dream, and what the fuck do you need with $30 million? I'm sorry. Okay. He probably was a preacher. He couldn't take it with him. God says, "No, leave that shit down there."
A lot of us don't really know about it.
Oh, I definitely got me a $1 million life insurance policy.
Yeah.
Somebody told me you should have 2 though. Somebody told me this recently, like this week. They said you should have like one for the burial and then one for something else.
I don't know about so much having 2 or 3, but I would say, given that all you guys have businesses that you're a part of, you want to have, for example, key man insurance, because all of you are the key man, key woman in your businesses. So if you're not here, I think you got to just imagine what happens to this business if I'm not.
I think I've heard of this before. Hold on. Let's see something. I think I've heard of this before. This isn't the shit that companies put out on their employees to make life insurance money when their employees die, is it? Keyman Insurance is part of the day-to-day slash instance display Keyman Insurance in a personalized. What the fuck is Keyman Insurance, otherwise known as Key Person or Key Employee Insurance, is coverage that can help you protect your company in cases of untimely death or disability of the top salesperson. This is like that. Oh my god! Like, you're literally making money off of other people's death and fucking misfortune. Oh yeah, this person died, so I'm about to make some money off of them. That is literally some fucked up shit. Wow, that's some fucked up shit. Oh wow. That is some fucked up shit. When you are literally making money off of somebody else who, yes, you have a business with, but their misfortune? Wow. Yeah, that's where I heard it from. So if you don't know, and I'm about to actually end this stream in a little bit because I need to eat me some dinner and get ready for bed and shit like that. So it was a case where Walmart actually has key employee insurance on their employees. So if their employees kind of die, they actually make money off of them. And it was a case where a woman actually got cancer, and what happened was her husband was actually struggling to bury her and cope with the medical bills, but Walmart made like $100,000 off of her dying, and it was just like, no, that's our money. And it was just like, it's sad, and it's like, as Mark said, this is the fucked up part about it is, Mark said the shit, and yeah, they kept the money themselves. Where in the final stages of capitalism, you're not even going to be making money off of making products anymore. You're going to be making money off of making money. And that's just sad, because in the end, most people will just be fucked. If you don't own the shit, you're fucked. And it'd be more and more money going into fewer and fewer hands. And the shit is unbelievable. Wow, I have to stop it there. Now I know what type of dumb fuck this motherfucking Boyce Watkins is. And oh man. Now, maybe I didn't go to the Milton Friedman School of Economics. Maybe I'm just some podunk person that studied a little bit of Keynesian, a little bit of Marxist philosophy. Maybe that. Maybe I have a worldview that thinks that you shouldn't be trying to exploit people, or that you can't be one type of capitalism with another type of capitalism. Yeah, no, fuck. Like, this shit is fucking crazy. And, like, why do people listen to this shit? I know why. Because people are fucking desperate. Because we live in a time where 60% of fucking U.S. households actually can't afford a $400 expense. Where in places like fucking Boston and other places around the globe where the net value of a black household is negative compared to white families, and you know, shit like, redlining and racism didn't play a part in it, but still there are white families who are suffering too. I don't want to just make this a fucking black issue, which a lot of these dudes try to play to in order to sell black people on the bullshit that they're trying to sell, but it's just fucking crony capitalism, trying to get more people to invest in the market so they can see their market shares go up. It'll be just like the fucking Black Tuesday again, when they getting so many people invested into the market, so these fucking hedge fund managers and fucking wealth advisors actually are playing with people's shit and hoping that people don't give a fuck and say, well, I'm just trying to be an entrepreneur. God, like, oh my God. A little bit of country, a little bit of rock and roll. But it's just like, this shit is just like, it's fucking harmful. I am somebody who's fully said that all the economic devastation that they did to black and brown people in the fucking 70s and 80s, they didn't just keep it with us. They expound that shit across the fucking country, across the fucking globe. But now they're trying to get us to invest into the market again. It's like that fucking brain scheme where it's like, oh, we're gonna put SSI in the market, in the stock market. No, you just want more people to gamble with the shit in the stock market. And when companies crash, they say, oh, well, we don't want to crash. We don't want to crash SSI. So why don't you give us more money? Like, this is the shit, man. And shit like this facilitates it. I don't know, man. It irritates the hell out of me. And I know I seem like I'm rambling, but this shit irritates the hell out of me. Because all it is saying is, like, be an entrepreneur. Okay, in what field? Oh, you need to just be an entrepreneur as a rite of passage. It's like, in what? Entrepreneur. It's like the magic word, innovation. We need to innovate. Innovate what? What are you going to innovate? What are you going to actually bring to make things more innovative? Oh, innovation. Like, what the fuck? Okay. It makes me want to fucking, David Carradine myself sometimes. But anyway, guys, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna go more of his videos and see the shit, because I heard he gets into like some serious red pill shit, and like, I do think that this shit reminds me of, it's Dave Ramsey without the overly overly expressive religious connotations to it. But like, yeah, these motherfuckers, I'm sure if you put him and Dave Ramsey in a fucking room together, they wouldn't have anything that they would disagree with heavily about. Well, Dave Ramsey may actually think that there's not as much racism, but still, like, I've seen it. Thomas Stowell was somebody who also has this way of thinking, like, oh, you need to work for yourself. Like, when everybody's working for themselves, y'all bitch and complain and nobody wants a job. It's shit talking out the side of their neck. But anyway, guys, I'm going to scan the last few planets of this, and then I'm going to actually call it a day. As a matter of fact, you guys don't have to stick around for it. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, touch titties, always with consent. And take us away, Richard.
What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America?
Probably stop some racism.
Stop racism?
Yeah. They're probably afraid of that, because then people don't hate each other, then people start talking to each other, and then they start talking to each other, they find out who's the problem.
Which is?
Greedy people.
Greedy. I have a couple things I want to ask you there. Do you really think that some of the guys that you dealt with at NBC, no names, right? Because there's lawsuits for that too, that some of these guys really want to promote racism actively, or is it a subconscious?
I just think it's part of capitalism, is to promote racism, right? In order to make things work. If you feel better because you're white and you can get a job, you use that. I mean, I would.
Absolutely.
Say, I'm sorry, Jack, but shit, they say I'm white. I'm going to use this.
Right. Absolutely.
Get this job. I'm hungry, But, and that separates people. So they keep people separated, and that keeps them from thinking about the real problem. That's as simple as I see it. probably is not that simple, but
Now, all right, you and I are about the same age, right? We're in our mid-30s. How long is it going to take before guys who think like you, and I say guys who think like me, people who don't want to have racism in the country, people who don't want to be oppressing any minority, whatever it is, sexual, whatever minority, really get into positions of power and can change things?
you can't get in a position of power, it seems, if you think like that. It seems that the only time you get in a position of power is if you're like the people that are in power. To me, I mean, that's the way it goes. I mean, people that get to become executives become like the people that were already executives.
I don't know, maybe...
They go in with good intentions, but it eats them up. It's like a cesspool, you know, it just gets on you and it starts
the system
eating.
levels them.
Pretty soon it's
Is
all
that
gone.
what a cesspool sounds like?
Yes.